The American Tree Farm System, FS, is the largest and oldest woodland certification system in America. It is internationally recognized by the Program for the Endorsement of Forest Certification and meets strict third-party certification standards. It is one of three certification systems currently recognized in the United States. The others include the Forest Stewardship Council and the Sustainable Forestry Initiative. F's specializes in certifying private forests, primarily those held by individuals and families, and currently certifies over 24 million acres, 110,000 square kilometers of forest land. The ATF standard for certification is owned by the American Forest Foundation, a national nonprofit organization focused on promoting sustainable stewardship of America's woodlands and related environmental education through Project Learning Tree. The tree farm movement began in 1941 in an effort to promote resources on private land, ensuring plentiful fiber production for timber and paper companies. With declining virgin saw timber available, the industry began to promote forestry practices to ensure sufficient fiber production for the future. Prior to 1941, the majority of fiber came from industrial land. The first tract of land labeled as a tree farm was organized and marketed by the Weyerhaeuser Company to help change public attitudes toward timber production and protect natural resources from forest fires and other natural disasters. This first official tree farm, the 120,000-acre Clemens Tree Farm, was dedicated in Montesano, Washington, on June 12, 1941. The title of tree farm was chosen in large part because Weyerhaeuser felt that the 1940s public understood farming as crop production, and similarly tree farming was focused on producing more timber, with frequent replanting post-harvest. The early sponsors of the tree farming movement defined it as privately owned forests, land dedicated to the growing of forest crops for commercial purposes, protected and managed for continuous production of forest products. Alabama was the first state to launch a statewide tree farm system, and a formal dedication ceremony was held in Bruton on April 4, 1942, with 25 individuals and companies presented certificates. Emmett N. McCall was certified as the nation's first individual tree farmer. In the early 1940s, the concept of tree farming on private land was promoted by American Forest Products Industries, a subsidiary of the National Lumber Manufacturers Association, in an organized campaign to engage timberland owners in conservative timber production. In 1954, American Forest Products Industries, under the leadership of William B. Greeley, drafted and approved the principles of the American Tree Farm System. This code established a set criteria for tree farm certification. Throughout its history, AFS has relied on celebrity tree farmers to relay its message to the public. Celebrities include actor Andy Griffith, actress Andie MacDowell, former President Jimmy Carter, and Rolling Stone keyboardist Chuck Leavell. Since 1941, the system has shifted to focus on whole stewardship rather than strictly fiber production. According to the standards of certification for FS, woodland owners must own 10 or more acres and have a management plan. In that management plan, woodland owners must recognize wildlife habitat, protection of water quality, threatened and endangered species, and sustainable harvest levels. The certification standard is subject to multi-stakeholder involvement in the development and revision of the standard third-party audits and a publicly available certification of audit summaries. The minimum acreage to qualify for a tree farm refers to woodland isle, forested land, so acreage which includes grazing or other non-wooded lands must have at least 10 acres in forest to qualify. Furthermore, programs in different areas which support tree farming activities may require larger forested acreages as well as additional criteria. Landowners must annually submit 1. A request for inspection, 2. An inspection fee, 3. An accomplishment report, an annual work plan for the following year, and have the enrolled property inspected by a CFS forester as a program of the American Forest Foundation, AF the American Tree. farm system focuses on the long-term sustainability of America's forests in ecological and economic terms. The vision statement of AF states, AF is committed to creating a future where North American forests are sustained by the public that understand and values the social, economic, and environmental benefits they provide to our communities, our nation, and the world. The network of over 90,000 woodland owners is organized through state committees and governed at the national level. Currently, 45 of the 50 states have committee. Alaska, Arizona, Hawaii, North Dakota, and Utah currently do not have programs. With national coordination, UP strives to work on the ground with families to promote stewardship and protect our nation's forest heritage. The state networks also include tree farm inspectors who certify the forests and conduct outreach efforts on behalf of AFs and partnered organizations. Each year, ATTIS hosts a National Tree Farmer Convention and awards an individual or family with the National Outstanding Tree Farmer of the Year award. It also awards a National Outstanding Inspector Award to a resource professional who has demonstrated exceptional outreach efforts to engage landowners and the general public in sustainable forestry. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to please like and subscribe. If you have a topic you would like to suggest, leave a comment.